Do I think I will enjoy it? No. I think it's going to be just a grind. Just a terrible, terrible grind. Hello everybody, Drew here. Tip of the Mitt flips, where every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure that you are subscribed so you have a chance to win. I have about 20 orders going out today for about $250. I didn't want to go into the math because it was a lot, mostly very small, and 4 of them were on one order, which was local pickup, and I already took that, but when it comes to that time, I'll still put the pictures up so you can see what sold. First thing going out, 2002 Battleship board game replacement pieces. That is in this basket here. Maybe I'll luck out and I can reach them, but that's unlikely. So, oh, they are sitting right on top. I can see them already. And voila, right there. Those I got $4.03 free shipping. So that's, you know, not really worth it again, but I think it was on sale. So when I listed it, I would have made about $1, and on sale I make about 50 cents. So not great, but again, was in the garage, getting listed or getting thrown away, and I don't like to throw stuff away, especially plastic, because where does that go? In a landfill forever. Then we have Tiger Woods PGA Tour Nintendo Wii. Tiger Woods PGA Tour. I think I only have the one, so it's got to be this one right here. PGA Tour 7. I'll have to double check. I'm incorrect. I have more than one. Oh, here we go. 11. Right there with Rory McIlroy as well on the cover. $13.59 free shipping on that one. And then this one was a little weird. I had 2 of these sell within the same day, not super close, but in the same day, and both of them sent me offers, and both of them were the exact same offer. I thought that was very weird, but they've been around for a while. They needed to go, so it's in the old inventory system. Might take me a second. And I think they're exactly the same. So if I find one, I find them both. Vintage Echo kitchen safety ring pan pot cover 8-inch. It's like I don't know, a pan pot cover. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you would use it for. Oh, okay. Let's see. It's gotta be. Well, I say gotta be, but it doesn't gotta be anywhere. I do need to do something with this old inventory system. There we go. These things right here, just because it's, I don't know, it's getting, something else is going there, my desk pretty soon. So I don't know if I'm going to pull all that stuff and then recategorize it with actual shelf numbers, or I might just use a temporary shelf until it gets thinner. And if this ever gets down to about 1 shelf worth of stuff, that stuff is getting pulled out of my store and going into a garage sale. Might pull most of it and put it in the garage sale. But it's these things right here. Usually pick them up for about 10 cents, 25 cents maybe. I don't come across them often, but you know, for that price, it's not bad. But $10 free shipping on one of them and $10 free shipping on the other. Now, next up, I have 4 items. All 4 went out to a viewer that also happens to be a friend of mine. Also happens to be my cousin. We were in the same grade, grew up together. Sabra, thank you very much for your purchase. But we did the local pickup. She's going to be in town. Her mom still lives here. I already dropped it off to her mom yesterday. But it is, first off, very cool. I'm surprised it's been in the store this long. Anchor hocking, Fire King, Kimberly Diamond, stackable, 2-tone green. If you see these, pick them up every time. They're great sellers. Anchor hocking, not terribly good seller in, not a terribly good seller on eBay, but very specific things are the jadeite green, always, and then these cups. Next up, vintage, large, heavy round, dark brown, amber glass ashtray. Also in that order was 2 books. One was a elementary science reader from 1927. And then after that was Dixon's How to Speak in Public from 1911. So 2 school books from the very early 1900s. I'll actually pause there to talk about, I mentioned I'm going to have an influx of books. And what happened, how I came across this, let me just get comfortable here a bit, hang out with you. My Pops is probably putting his second property, we call it the farmhouse, but there's no farm at the farmhouse, up for sale. And so we've been doing a little bit of a clean out. And for quite some time, my aunt lived there, and she was a major collector of antique books, very old books, some junk, but mostly you're talking early 1900s, mid to late 1800s antiques. And I kind of basically said, because you can't donate books. I don't know if it might just be our donation places, but most places just won't take books. It's not worth the space, the time, the effort. And I said, I don't have the time to sort through and figure out which ones are good. Basically, if I unload them for you and I store them and I put them away and I go through all the work, if it's a big score, I'll throw you some money. If not, basically, it's a wash. I do the work and they're out of your way and you get to sell your house without books. Because there was, rough estimate, there was probably 1,500 books in the house. But as far as which ones we saved, probably closer to the 750, 800 range, somewhere in there. And so I took one box, like a sample box, just to see kind of how long it would take me and what kind of money would be involved in all the above. So, get out of my comfort spot there. What I figured out as I was sorting through is in one box, so this stack ended up being sellable, which by sellable, I mean it's after shipping $5 or more profit. For me, that's acceptable for a book because books are very easy to list, very easy to ship. And then this stack here, worthless. Pennies or just not worth selling at all or just in bad condition. And so what I determined is that I'm going to have about a 60% success rate, which wouldn't be terribly high. And it's going to, at that point I was like, okay, if I can list them all in about 2 weeks, I'll be good. That's good enough money. It'll be okay. But that still would be, it's an undertaking to list 750 books or whatever it ends up being in 2 weeks. That's a lot of inventory to go through. That's, over 50 books a day. That's a lot. But then my brain clicked into something I knew about before and I had forgot about, is that there's a thing called staging, which is what you do for, usually it's, if you're trying to sell your house or something like that, but even just people will have bookshelves with books on them that they never intend on reading. They just fit the decor of the home. So if they have kind of a green vibe or a purple vibe or just antique books that they just don't want to read, they don't even have to, they can look shabby. It just goes on a shelf and it's supposed to look shabby. So all of the hardcover books that aren't sellable, I'll pull the dust jackets off. I'll bind them in, packs of 5 or something. You put some binder twine on them or some burlap ribbon and it makes it look fancy or whatever. But you sell them in about lots of 5 and it's usually roughly around the $20 free shipping. So you're talking 10 to 15 bucks. So then that bumped up to where that'll buy me about 3 weeks. So if I get them all listed in 3 weeks, which I know is possible. I don't know if it'd be very fun, but it's possible. I think I'm actually going to end up ahead. And then if I do run into because some antique books are actually worth a lot of money. It's just they're so, at least if you don't know what you're looking for, so hard to find. This one, specifically, if it wasn't in terrible condition, this is a $100 book. But it is in terrible condition. I mean, the spine is missing. I don't even want to open it most of the time, but what it is Peter Pan and Wendy from, I think it was I'm not even going to bother to open it, but I think it was 1921. And even in this condition, that's a $20 book. So there might be a score in there here or there that, bumps that up. But overall, it just gave me a little more comfort to know I have 3 weeks to get it all done and it will be okay to good money. And if there's some real big scores in there, it'll bump it up into the great money category. I also, like I said, I need to get some more bookshelves in here, but I'll clear the rest of this stuff out and use that for now. And then I also while I'm looking at it, I alphabetized the CDs because it was just getting too difficult to find something because my eyesight's terrible. So that going forward, I'll have those in alphabetical order. And the books, I'll just label the shelves, and they're, you know, they're books. There's only, you know, 15 to 20 on a shelf. So that's not hard to see at all. As long as I know what shelf, then I think I'll make out all right. Do I think I will enjoy it? No. I think it's going to be just a grind, just a terrible, terrible grind. But you kind of got to take what you get and see how it goes. But I do love shipping books. I guess while I'm at it, I'll mention that as well. Because I was going to order some specific shippers for books, which I still have to. But in the time before, up until then, I figured out, because basically it's the same thing as your record mailers, just they have more folds, kind of like this. And what I figured out is I can use the record mailers, and I just notch it here and here to fit whatever book it is, and then it folds around just like a record mailer. But that's time consuming. So my time is money, and I value my time very highly, probably more than most actually. And so that's not really time sensitive, or however you would say that. It just doesn't work out for me. So I will have to order some. But until that point, that they'll work to get me by. But I should actually order them today. It's a rainy day. I ain't going to do anything else. Might as well order some boxes. Back to what's sold. Again, in the old inventory system, Pottery Barn Monogram M stoppers. I think for like wine bottles or something. Now, I know these are in a little box. Yep, here we go. Right there. These are specific, so I knew they would take a long time to sell, but I knew they would sell. And right there. It's pretty cool. They got a monogram, if you can see it, maybe. I don't know. M on them. But those are neat. Those will be easy to ship as well. And what do we... Oh, that total order for the previous one, that was a total order of $58.36, which you save on all the shipping because local pickup. Which I love. Out of all the things eBay has done, they do a terrible job at a lot of them. The local pickup system is great. I've done 2 in the last 2 weeks, and the guy got a TV, showed up. He pulls up his eBay app. I scan the code with my eBay app. Bingo bango, it's done. And then because my cousin doesn't live here and she's not going to be here for a couple weeks, she just had to send me the code. It was like a 6-digit code. Popped it in. And she sent me all 4 codes, but I only had to punch in 1, and it did the whole order. So it's really, the system is perfect. It's flawless for the local pickup. Just make sure you get the code or scan the thing, because if not, then eBay is going to mark it as you didn't deliver your item, and it could mess up all your numbers. I'm sure you could get it taken down and fixed, but that's hassle. You don't want to add hassle to your day if you don't have to. Next up, Sony PlayStation 2 parts or repair. This is the one that it had a bad switch. I replaced the switch, and then it wasn't the switch. I mean, it was the switch, but that was not the only issue. So apparently, where did I put it? Okay. Oh, here we go. Fooled myself. Right there. But yes, it did have a bad switch. I tested the switch, and the switch was bad. So I replaced something that was broken, but there was something further broken that kept it from turning on still. So that's somebody else's problem at this point. But for a broken PS2 fat console, I got $46.99 plus shipping. So I shouldn't have bothered with the switch because it took too much time and it took a couple extra days. At that price, why? And then, like I said, again, one of those vintage Echo kitchen safety ring pot pan cover, $10 free shipping. Going completely different places in the country. Same offer, same day. Weird. Then after that, Assassin's Creed Xbox 360 lot. It is 1, 2, 3, and Brotherhood, which Brotherhood might be the 4th one. I don't really remember. Assassin's Creed is one of those games where fantastic game, but it was very good. It sold a gazillion copies, so they're basically worthless. So even all 4 of them lotted up together, $8.49 plus shipping. Then we have Led Zeppelin 4 on CD. Led Zeppelin 4, here we go, on CD, right there. And that I got $5.99 free shipping. CDs go media mail. And then here I took an offer on A3, Pyrex Clear AC7 on A3. Oh, right here. I think it's the only one on there. I don't even have to look. I know that's it. And what did I get for that? $8 plus shipping. And that seems to be not the going listing rate, but for a medium-sized glass lid, seems like people are willing to pay $8 plus shipping. That just seems to be a repetitive price I keep seeing. And then this one through the global shipping program, if you remember, I had a RC car. The car itself wasn't worth, it was just a terrible toy. It worked, it just wasn't very good. It wasn't really worth listing, but I listed the charger and the battery, and the battery pack just sold for $16.99. So on B2A, so B2A is on the bottom down here. B2A. Come on. Oh, there we go. Tucked in here. I think I overfilled that one a little bit. Kind of just a struggle to get stuff out of it. Or maybe I just need to sell more stuff. Maybe that's what it is. All right. But yeah, right there. Tyco battery. I charged it in order to test the RC car. I'll call it a car, but it was a supposed to be a hovercraft. It was really a terrible toy. But $16.99 free shipping for that. They would have paid whatever global shipping is on top of it. But I'm cool with that. I think I would have paid $2 for the car. And then took an offer on this one. Had this in the store for a long time. And actually I'm surprised because it's made its way through I think 3 Star Wars movies and like Disney Plus release with all the Star Wars stuff, and just still never got sold, but whatever. Star Wars Lucasfilm X-Wing Fighter Rebel Scarf, old inventory system. Yeah, like this clock right here, that's getting pulled out of the store today. The old wood grain clocks. I was picking those up no matter what they were for a long time, and they sell pretty good. Not a ton of money unless it's a Sony or a Philips or a flip clock or something very specific. But this one, it's been in here too long. I'm done with it. This is another item that I'm surprised hasn't sold yet. It's a Sony house phone, because house phones do sell, and that one's Sony. But here we go. It's a scarf right there. I think it might have been new, but no tag, so I sold it as used. And I got $12 free shipping. That'll go first class. Took an offer on this. I had a lot of offers come in while I was golfing yesterday, so I was much more inclined to accept them because, for one, I shouldn't be on my phone because I'm golfing, and for two, I was in a good mood. So, next up, A2, 1/43 scale, 1956 Ford F something. And what did I say, A2? I hope, because I don't want to... Oh, I bet you it's in this basket right here. Da, 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 da. Oh, come on. Yep, right here. All right. Oh, what is it? It's a F100. Okay, so Ford F100, and I got $9 free shipping for that. That's first class, but it's kind of heavier, so that's actually going to cost, I don't know, that might cost $5 to ship first class. This one, I was just glad somebody wanted it because the sales record, not great. Lots of them listed, not a lot sold, but it is a Royalon Inc. Melmac 18-piece set green apple grape with a cream or sugar serving plate type of stuff. I actually am maybe going to grab it down now, depending. Is it this one? It's this one. I guess I'll get it right now. Oh, maybe I can do it without messing stuff up. Probably not. Yeah, it's like this kind of stuff, this plasticware type of thing. Like I said, lots and lots listed, not a lot sold. And so I had it listed for 20 bucks plus shipping for the whole set. It's an 18-piece set. And I took an offer of $10 plus shipping. And this was unfortunately, it was one of those things where it just had to go. There was a estate type sale, and it was on like a Tuesday when they started it, because it was a nice day and they started pulling stuff out. And so I just hopped in the vehicle and went, and I bought a lot of stuff. Some pans I've listed, some Martha Stewart pans. I listed this stuff, of course, and I've held off. That's the next run of things. It was a bunch of vintage board games and vintage toys and stuff like that. So that'll be the next wave of things that I start selling. And unfortunately, I just didn't have a camera at the sale. So you'll have to see when I pull them out. I won't do it today because it's raining and I don't want the boxes to get wet. But hopefully tomorrow I'll start on that stuff. A lot of them very big. So I might have to clear some space first before I start doing that. But I got $10 plus shipping for these. The whole buy, everything I got there, I think I paid 200 bucks. I think it's what I had on me, and I said, whatever we got to do to get me to 200 bucks, that's what I'm buying. If we got to pull stuff out of what I want, all that. And I think, if I remember correctly, that's how it went. Next, we have Driver 1 and 2 for PS1. It's going to be these ones right here, rubber banded together. Look at past Drew, looking out for present Drew. No jewel cases, but games and manuals. $10 free shipping for the set. Then we have Thin Lizzie. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, Jailbreak. Thin Lizzie is my jam. Actually, possibly my next tattoo will be Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzie, the singer, and bass player. But I got $6.99 free shipping for that. If you've never noticed, I have some tattoos, and without showing too much skin, I got Frank Sinatra there, and then I have Stevie Nicks down here, and then I have further up the leg, I got Freddie Mercury. But I think next will be Phil Lynott. I've been tossing that one back and forth. But I'm a musician. I have a tattoo buddy who is a fantastic portrait artist. So those two combined into me having fantastic musician tattoos. And then next we have a vintage dice lot, which A2A. I don't think that's... Yep, actually that's what I ended up renaming this basket when I used to just say A2. But when I had all those green, what's it called now? I'm drawing a blank. Bakelite. I had all those green Bakelite dice, and these were in with them. Some of these are wood, and then this one I thought might have been Bakelite, but it wasn't. And this one I thought might, but it wasn't. So I just put what I had left all together in one lot, various sizes, and someone paid $14.99 free shipping for random dice. All right, and this one just came in, but we'll sell it today anyways. C3 Vintage Detroit Lions Snapback Hat. I wasn't sure if this was going to sell because, like I said, the rim here was pretty gross. And then the Red Wings one I decided not to because the back was broke and gross, so I just pulled that out. But Vintage Detroit Lions hat, and that went for $12 free shipping. And the buyer, they got a name, something vintage. I don't want to say their name just in case they're private about stuff like that. I don't know why they would be. You'll actually probably see it on the screen when I post the picture. But maybe they know something I don't know. If they're into vintage, maybe that's a special hat. Because I could not find that exact same one. So maybe it's really old. Who knows? And then there was one more that somebody bought yesterday, a fairly expensive pan. So hopefully they pay for that today or tomorrow, or just pay for it at all, because I hate when people buy things and don't pay for them. But that's gonna be all for today. I got a lot of work to do, so no tip of the day today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.